What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Smash Breakdowns. Today we have a match featuring Link versus Marth. I was playing Marth this match, and I believe this fight happened on Elite Smash Quick Play. Anyways, I'm not going to waste any more time. We're going to just jump right into this. Okay, so first thing we're doing here is backing up immediately. All I want to do is learn about my opponent right now. I can already tell he's impatient just by his approach. Link is a projectile camper, and any projectile would have put him in a better position, but hoping to catch me off guard by putting himself in disadvantage is not a good way to start off the match. So we have an instant punish, and I try to capitalize a little just off of that with an F smash, but Link is able to block in time and he punishes me for overextending. Normally I'm able to spot dodge something like this, but Link's 3-hit jab actually lasts a lot longer than my dodge animation. Link's able to follow up with a boomerang as I try to recover, but here's the thing. I'm not worried about these small percentile hits. Right now, I'm just studying Link and his habits. Right around here, I just want to test his range and see how he handles spacing. I want him close to me, but I also want him far enough away from me so that only my attacks can reach him. I'm able to stuff out a clean hit with Dancing Blade, and again, just try to capitalize off of that stray hit. See how Link reacts to ledge pressure. His Nair successfully stops my pressure, but at this point, I'm starting to notice that this Link player in particular, he just wants to keep jumping in at me. Any small movement I do forces a reaction out of him. So boom, there's one big thing I've learned from my opponent now. He doesn't like to back off. He wants to be close to me. He even air dodges into my range when he sees me go for a raw F smash. Even though he has arrows, he barely uses them. This makes things easier for me because as a Marth player, I don't have any projectiles. So I don't have to work as hard to get in on him because he isn't doing enough to keep me away. Remember when I brought up neutral in my previous video, trying to hurt the opponent without getting hurt yourself? This Link isn't doing any of that, so it makes it easier for me to trade with him and gives me more opportunities to capitalize off of him with stray hits. So from here, I decide I want a little breathing room. This Link is all over me. I need to get out of his range. You can see he has about the same amount of range as me, so I can't actually fight at the range I want to fight at. So right now I'm just being patient, waiting for an opportunity. This man has bombs, arrows, boomerangs, as well as the same range as I do. This character archetype is called the zoner, for those of you who don't know. Patience is the best way to deal with zoners. So all of those Links, Nesses, Lucases, Samuses, those guys that spam, a lot of projectiles, this is how you deal with them. Take your time. You don't always have to approach. You can just, like I said, take your time and inch your way back in until you find that one stray hit that can completely change the tide of the match. And yes, we do duck projectiles instead of blocking. Anyways, I already know that my opponent is a heavily aggressive Link. I just throw out an attack hoping for any aggressive action back to stage, and I actually get one. He whiffs the up B and I get a clean F smash, but it doesn't kill because I didn't get the tipper. So now he's able to recover back, and here we enter the ledge trap phase. Obviously, I want the kill, but I don't want to reveal that I plan to get a shield break. I know he's going to block, so I feint with the first hit of Dancing Blade, and oh yeah, it didn't break the shield. Well, now I have to eat a hard punish from the spin to win. At this point, I figure he's aggressive enough to not really realize I have a counter, so I take advantage of the fact that he's spam happy with the projectiles, run right up in his face, and bam, counter him hard. Literally turns his own strength against him, and I get the kill. So Link's on his second stop, picks up a bomb, immediately throws it at me, and was that a third roll? What? Normally we don't like to roll too much, but Link's bombs are deadly at this percent, so we're doing all that we can to avoid them. He actually punishes me for going in and picking up the bomb, but once again, his approach with Link is just terrible. Link has just about the same range as me, yet he chooses to throw his entire body into my range. Simple block and shield grab to get him off of me, add a little pressure. He's smart for blocking my tilt to jab and punishes with an up B out of shield. And he grabs a bomb, and this is why Link is such a powerful zoner here. These bombs are so strong and they cover such a huge area of the stage. Simply throwing it in my direction is enough to basically net him the kill off of me. I made one small mistake by air dodging back to the stage, and obviously when you air dodge, you have more landing frames than you would if you landed normally, so that's why I couldn't avoid the explosion. But it's okay. This first stock was just analyzing my opponent. Now we're going to kick things up a notch. Now I'm a bit more aggressive. I'm still trying my best to space my moves, but everything I'm doing now is to try and just catch him off guard. I land a really solid tipper F smash, and now it's about time for me to pull off the big play. We talked about this in the last video. It's time to get that spectacle, or so we thought. I barely missed, and that stings a little, but you know what? You can't really get upset at things like that. That's why it's called high risk, high reward. That risky play could have been super cool and super satisfying, and it could have put me in the stock lead. That one play could have caused so much mental damage to Link, but it's just not that easy to land. So instead of being upset about it, I'm gonna just try harder to win on my last stock. I try to make the read here to catch Link's roll, but I release it too early. Link's actually starting to try and keep distance and back off, and maybe he realizes he's at a disadvantage up close now, but who knows. I also noticed that this Link likes to roll towards me a lot, and that would be great to capitalize off of, but I also have to learn to hold my attacks instead of releasing them so early. Once I have Link in the air though, I know I can go for the kill. Rather than jumping and following him, trying to attack where he is, I go under him and attack where he's going to be, and I net a kill with a tipper F smash. Now we're on even ground. Here's me doing all I can to avoid fighting him while he has his 1 or 2 seconds of invincibility. When he runs out, I actually use Dancing Blade as a get off me option just to gain some distance and stop his pressure. And I actually wanted to bait him in for a punish, but he ended up punishing me with a dash attack. Very good on him. But it's right here where things start to take a turn in my favor. Dare to a quick jab lets me gain stage control. We keep the pressure, throwing out strong attacks at the max range so that we don't get punished. And Link actually tries to get away and get some distance, which was very smart of him. Even used the boomerang to cover his retreat. I actually backed off because I wasn't sure myself what I was going to go for, but I ended up getting hit by the boomerang, and now we're back to neutral. But here's where all that learning about my opponent actually pays off. The substance was playing the neutral, learning about my opponent, how he plays. 1, he's aggressive. 2, he rolls a lot. 3, even when I can't hit him, I can force reactions easily. 4, he blocks automatically when dealing with so much pressure. The entire fight I've been reading him, but I haven't been able to convert any of his weaknesses into kills because I lack the patience to hold my attacks longer. But right here, everything culminated into this moment where I B-reversed the shield break. I knew Link would roll because he's been rolling the entire match. I knew Link would shield because I've been forcing that reaction from him when I wasn't even near him. This moment was only really possible from me being comfortable enough to analyze my opponent from the very beginning. And it felt really good and satisfying to just land that. That was the big play. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing that. But yeah, that was the game. This Link wasn't half bad, but he lacked patience and understanding of how you should play Link in the neutral. He stayed close to me, he approached with unsafe options, and barely used his projectiles to his advantage, and that's why he lost. But it was a great match, and hopefully you all learned something from this. I want to take a small moment just to thank everyone who watched my Road to Mastering Super Smash Bros. Ultimate video. At this point in time, I've reached just over 100 views, and I know that seems small, but I wasn't expecting to gain so much traction, so thank you all. If you're new here, please like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for future content. I really do appreciate you all for looking at my videos, and I hope you'll stay tuned for the next one. This has been Arcade Jester, signing off.